In this video, I want to show you how you can change folder structure of documents in Relativity automatically. Why would you change a folder structure in Relativity? Well, one reason is if you received an outside production and you may not have had a field such as folder tree, and when you loaded the data, all the documents were in one folder. Later on you said, hey, can you give us the information where the documents were located originally, so you received an overlay and now you want to use that to reorganize your documents. Second reason you may do that is if you're releasing certain documents to a review team and they're foldered in a pretty complicated folder tree structure. And what you do is you run a search term report maybe, or you tag your documents in some way, and now you want to pull those documents out of those folders and give them to review team, but you want to preserve the folder structure. If you just use a move tool, all the foldering is going to get flat, and you don't want that to happen. So let me show you how to do both of those things using a couple of scripts and some Relativity applications. Before you get started, you need to download an application that's called Document Utilities. You can find this application in Relativity's community website. So let's install it in our Relativity environment. We're going to go to Application and Scripts, Application Library, Upload Application, choose a file, go to my Downloads folder, and we're going to save it. Once that's done, I'm going to click on Install button, going to choose which workspace I want it installed in. I'm going to click on Run since that's the one we're working with. I'm going to save, and I'm going to see pending installation here. As soon as pending installation changes to installed, you are ready to use that application. What we're interested in that application is a mass operation. We're not interested in other parts of it, but mass operation is what we need. So I'll show you where that is once it installs. And now our application installed, we can go to our workspace and we can find mass operation we're looking for. It's going to be right here at the bottom, and it is called Move to Folder Path. But before we run this, we need to create a field that contains a new folder structure for this tool to use. So let's do that. Let's go into Workspace Admin, Fields, and create a new field of document type object, and let's call it something like destination path, which seems reasonable, and we're going to make it a long text field because it could be fairly long. Now that we've created it, let's go back to Documents and add it to our view. Destination path will no. We are going to move it up. So we're going to move it up so we could easily see it, save it, and it is blank. All right, so now we can load our cross-reference file into here to be used by mass operation. But let's also talk about a second scenario if you are moving documents from one folder structure to another. To do that, first you want to run a script that would take our existing folder structure and populate it in this field so you could start modifying it. So let's do that next. We are going to go to Scripts. In our script selection, we're going to find script that's called Set Relativity Folder Path field, and we're going to run it, and we'll select our destination path field, click Run, say OK, and close it. When we go back to the documents, we'll see that our original folder tree structure has been saved in the destination path field. So if you are releasing your documents, now you can change this path. So let's do a search and replace here. We're going to select this, going to say replace, and I have to say all these, and let's say destination. And we're going to say search for, and we're going to update with, and we're going to say update with this text. And one interesting thing that the script does is it updates our workspace name and the first folder name here. We don't actually need that for mass operation. So we're going to only going to put this once. So we'll call this review team. And we're also going to fix our custodian name so it looks nice. So we'll say that. We are going to save this. And now we have our new path that we would like to use. So let's select all documents, say move to folder path, give it a second to load, and now we're going to say our folder field is our destination path. Going to click on set. Then we are going to select our delimiter, which will be a backslash. And then we can also choose some of the options, move documents with an empty path and delete empty folders. So that's up to you if you want to do that. I'm just going to leave that alone, and I'm going to click OK. And after a few seconds, and now you see our folder called review team has been created. Our fixed custodian name is here. And the best part, all the existing folder structure has been preserved. So we didn't just use a move, which would remove all the folder structure. We moved and included all the subfolders. So again, you can use this to either fix folder structure after the fact, like an outside production, or just to move documents out for review. So if these documents, for example, were locked, I could secure my nrun folder and let review team review documents that are available to them. It does take a few steps, but it is fairly easy to refold the documents on your own in Relativity. I hope you got some useful information from this video. If you did, please let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out my website hashtaglegal.com, which has lots of valuable tools I create for Relativity as well as law. Feel free to share this video with your coworkers if you feel they can benefit from information provided. Subscribe to stay up to date with videos as they're being released. Click bell to be notified as soon as videos come out, and don't be afraid to suggest ideas for other videos in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.